So, hey everyone, welcome back to Fusion Studios. And first things first, I was busy this time, so I wasn't able to provide some cool stuff to the community. But good thing is, I'm back, and maybe I'll be bringing some really awesome content to you guys. Okay. With that said, today we'll be creating this sort of motion graphic element which I made in Fusion few months ago. Put this in my Discord. So if you are new here, you should definitely join our Discord server. Link is provided in the description below. And just go ahead, join our Discord server. Well, that's it. And when I did that, some people asked how I made it. So that's why I'm creating the tutorial. So if you guys have some suggestions or if you want tutorial on some specific topics which you are having problem with, so yeah, comment down below. I'll try to give my best shot on that. Okay. Again, with that said, let's come back to our file and let's see how I made it. So actually I made a tutorial on this one. You can see if you're interested. So you can check the previous tutorial. I made it on how to make this motion graphic element basically. Okay, and this was also used in Apple's, I don't know, some event. Maybe it was its iPhone event launch. I don't know, but yeah, some launch event. So I just tried to make it. Before that, we had this sort of text. Okay, actually it's 2D, it's not 3D. So and I only have 60 frames in my timeline right now because of our this motion graphic chip. So how I made it? Actually, I did a mistake, and that's what I'm realizing now when I'm making a tutorial on it. I made this using the 3D space workspace of Fusion. Well, it's so simple that it can be made in a 2D version itself. I don't know what went in my mind, and I was so stupid to make it in 3D. Okay, but anyways, I'll show you both the ways, whichever way you like. So first things first, there are a lot of things happening in this particular scene or effect. Firstly, we have a square, okay, and there is something written on this, which is M3 Pro, obviously the chip's name, and we have the Apple's logo over right here. Okay, forget the background for a moment, but behind this text, we also have a blue background, which is gradient. Okay, and it's just going from the bottom left here to top right corner over here to the chip. Okay, and it's looking really good, to be honest. Also, we have these border lines, you can see them over here, okay, which are pretty shiny and look very good. So we have that. So basically there are 3 to 4 things which we need to cover. So first things first, how did I make the body itself? So let me show you what I did. I took a shape. Okay, so this is the shape, and I am hoping that you know the very basics of Davinci Resolve itself. Okay, I'm just here to explain the concept of how I made this sort of effect. If you want to know the basics, comment down below. That I'll try to provide those resources to you guys also. So yeah, having that said, by the way, if you are new, then hold Alt, and with middle mouse you can move the 3D workspace. But I think you know that much. That's when you are watching the sort of effect. Okay, so yeah, so we have the shape. If I open inspector, you can see the shape is simple, plain. That's it, nothing else. On the shape, I have put a material. Material is chrome. You can search, you can go to effects, and here in templates, Fusion, you have shaders, and in shaders you have multiple shaders. So you should go and check all of these out. Like for example, if I show you some, we have sand, we have cool metal, all right, we have car paint, which is really nice. See, it's so realistic and very cool. We have chrome checker plate, and we have moon. We have like shaders which you can use in 3D workspace. So I'll just quickly undo all of it with Control C, and I don't know what that bug was, but yeah, in effects you can find this chrome over here. So if I just bring it over here and I close this effects now, I'll do my dual viewer, and we have this chrome, and we have the chrome which I made after. So what's the difference? So basically I just wanted a reflective material on my 3D object. Okay, that's it. So I wanted this reflection to go from here to here, right? That's animation part. But to get that reflection itself, I used the shader which Fusion have by default, which is Chrome. So I used it. This is a group node, by the way. So to open a group node, double click and boom, the group node is open. Here you can see you have multiple things. You have the fast noise, then this rectangular mask to make it even. Okay, so basically this rectangle is mirroring it, then just blurring it a little bit is all. Then we have sphere map. Sphere map is basically it's taking that image and putting it on a sphere to make an HDRI of it basically. Then we have this word to make a material, and also we have this reflect base to get some reflections, as you can see over here. So it's working something like this. What I did was I have the fast noise and everything is as it is. I didn't change anything. I think so. Let me just click on the sphere map. Yeah. So what I did was I just used this fast noise, and in this fast noise, as you can see in version 2 and 4, I have the same color as it was in default one. But in the first one, I changed it and made it something like this. Very simple, very basic. Then with rectangle and transform, it's as it is. All right, as you can see. Then with blur also, dissolve, it's same. But in sphere map, what I did was I changed some values. I keyframed some values. So on 0, as you can see, the X and Z rotation, the X and Y rotation is something like this. On 59th frame, as you can see, the X and Y rotation is something like this. Well, why is that? To get this sort of reflection effect. You can just see it over here on the square. With the help of these values, I was able to animate it. That's it. And then nothing in reflect base. All right. And also in wall. Yeah, just some values here and there, nothing else. All right. So I'll close it. So now you know how the reflection is put on this square. Okay. And also how it's animated. So if I were to again play from 0, you can see it's going like this. One more thing which you can see is it's coming from this left right corner and going to right top corner. Then what I thought was I should displace it a bit to get that distorted look. Okay, so now I'll close this Chrome and I'll delete this one. And if I just click onto this blur, you can see what is happening. Well, you might not notice anything over here, but if I show you frame by frame, so we have is I have this background. Okay, in this background you can see a very slight thin white line over here and a gray one over here. My background is a 2 gradient. My gradient type is reflect, and I just explained the color part. And their X and Y properties of this end values have been changed. Okay, why is that? Well, let me first show you another background. So in this background, I have the same thing, but instead of reflect, I have radial, and the white value is like lowered a bit. Like it's not as high as it was in this background. Okay, then I merged both of these. In merge, the blend value is 0.78 to make it a little bit, mix both of the textures. Then with blur, I just blurred it a bit, like not a bit. I blurred it to 100. Then with the help of displace node, as you can see over here, boom, we have some distortion. If I were to go to displace and instead of 0.077, I increase it, you can see what is happening. So actually what I did over here was I created 2 maps. Okay, this one and this one. So with the help of these 2 maps, I was able to displace it how I wanted it. So I wanted a dent basically over here and one over here, or maybe you can say a dent over here, like someone punched it very hard in the middle. Because of that, we have these reflections behaving in a certain way. I'll just undo it. So it's very light. I didn't overdo it. So this was displacement to get that distortion. Then we have the camera. So I set up my camera and angle of view is something like this. The Z value is something like this. Like it was here before, then I moved it over here. That's it. Then we have finally the render. And in the render, you can see it looks something like this. And because of this distortion, if I were to, uncheck it, it will be very flat. Actually, why I made it in 3D, this was the core reason to displace it. But you can do the same thing in 2D as well. Okay, I'll show you how. Then in render, my render type is hardware renderer, nothing else. Okay, now this renderer's output is going into 3 inputs. First, we have this bitmap, then we have this merge, and then we have another bitmap. So where should we start first? Well, we should start over here. So I took the output of this render 3D and put it into this bitmap. Bitmap is a type of mask node. Okay, I'll make a separate video on mask nodes, so it will be easier for you to understand which mask node is used when and it does what. So, something like that. In this bitmap, what you can see is I took the channel. It was, I guess, red or green, something like that. And I set it to luminance, nothing else. I just clipped black and white, that's it. I think that's default, I don't know. So these were the settings. Okay. Now, what bitmap does is basically, again, it also makes a map, but to the channels where you want to mask. So bitmap is a type of mask which takes out the part of a particular channel. So if I were to take out the blue channel, you can see it has been changed. Okay, so wherever the blue color is in the animation, so I'll just show you over here. Now you might be able to understand it. All right, right now we have channels set to blue, so you can see wherever the blue color is, it is masking that part out. If I were to set to red, there is no or very less red, so that's why. Then green, same. And alpha, there is no alpha output, so that's why it's all white. Same goes with hue. All right, same goes with saturation. And lastly, coverage. I don't know what coverage is about, but what I wanted was the luminance, the bright and the dark parts of the image. So right now we are masking that out. Then with the help of this bitmap, what we are doing is we are again taking the output of this bitmap and masking 3 things. Okay, so again, where should we go? We should go over here into the merge 9 maybe. Yeah, so we should go to merge 9. You can see we have some text and logos. What is that? So before the mask of this bitmap, what I did was, let me just simply go to this render 3D, and I took the output of this renderer and put it into the merge of merge 8. In this merge 8, what you can see is the background is our renderer. So this is the background. The foreground is all of this, which has been put onto the background, like with the help of this merge. So what has been put? Some text, that border white thinnish line, which I told you about earlier when I was starting it, when I started the tutorial. So let's first see the text. How did I make the text? So if I just remove the mask for a moment, I just literally went there and typed M3 Pro. That's it. And then select all of it like this. Then right click and added this character level styling, because I wanted to just increase the size of this M3. That's it, nothing else. So I just choose this M3. Okay, just like that, and went to modifiers, and you can see the size is a little bit increased, like to 0.125. That's it, nothing else. Then added this white logo. So I downloaded this image, Apple's logo image from internet, and it was black. So, and I wanted it to be white. What I did was I just took it, and because of its alpha or transparency, alpha output, we were able to get that very easily. I just put it into the mask input of this background and change its color to white, and boom, that's it. With the help of this merge, I just decreased the size of it. I didn't notice any use of transform, okay, even though you should use that, but because I didn't have to, it was clear in my mind that I don't have to put any effects on it later on, so that's why I just reduced the size in the merge node itself. Okay, hope you're able to understand, or maybe I'm able to make you understand. After that, we have this merge 10. For a moment, let me just remove both of these. Boom, what just happened? Now what I thought was I need to make the outline basically. So I need to make the outline. How can we make that? Well, I used this renderer itself. Again, from renderer, I took the output, put it into the input of this bitmap. In this bitmap, I chose alpha. Okay, it's like if I take a background, make it white, and then put the output as a mask input in this background, it's also white. Okay, so it's like that. Then added this filter node after it because I just want the border of it. And with the help of filter node, you can get that basically. I choose Sobale after it. Then with the help of dilate, I just dilated it a bit. And you can see it's in minus. That's why it's very thin. After that, what I did was I took a background because I need to change the color of it. I just don't wanted it to be white. That's why we have this background. And I masked the background via this dilate. Then we have this thin line, you can see. And then again, the fast noise. Why did I add this fast noise? Well, if I remove it for a moment, you can see this is the background. And now if I show this merged into you, we have the text, the logo, and the outline itself. And after this merge, I have another merge. Okay. And what this merge is doing is basically this. Hope you were able to understand. I explained it earlier, but let me do it again. This renderer is the background, and all of the stuff which I just explained is acting as a foreground because of this merge input, and it's been put on top of that background. Okay, and the effect is complete. How is it complete? Let me show you now the mask part basically. So in this text, you can see we have the text. Okay, nothing is happening as it is. Then logo, nothing is happening. But after this merge 10, okay, still nothing is happening. In merge 8, something is happening. And what's that something? That is the use of this bitmap. Okay, the luminance one. I have put its mark. I thought that it was over here also. It was something like this, to be honest. Yeah, it was like this actually. I think I messed it up a bit. Sorry if I messed. Okay, but yeah. So now I use this bitmap into the text. Okay, it's the same bitmap. Now you know why I took out the luminance channel out of it to mask my text as the light reflects and goes away. Same with the logo, light comes and goes away. And same with this merge 8, comes and go away. And actually what's so special about this merge 8 is that it contains this outline too. That's why I added this bitmap. Okay, we're here. Now it's very flat. Okay, so the outline is very flat right now. So what to do? We can add a fast noise into it, which will give it some parts shiny look, and some parts will not have that shiny look. So it will add some contrast in it. Okay, we will have some variances. How do we add that? After this erode and dilate, attach the erode and dilate's output to this fast noise. This is a fast noise I created. Okay, it's very random. You can just change it if you want. Took the output of this erode dilate and added to the input, mask input of this fast noise 3. Then took the output of this fast noise 3 and added to the mask input of this merge 10. Why is that? Boom. Without, it's very flat, just a very basic thin outline. But with this fast noise, boom, everything's changed. It's looking so good. Okay, very reflective, very shiny, and very good basically. So yeah, that's it. And then finally taking the output of this and joining it over here. You might be like, why do we need to add this? Well, you are correct. Actually, we don't need to add this, but the thing is, I wanted to mask all of it. Like I said, I didn't mask the text and the logo, all of that over here. So I just masked out merge 8 itself, which masked everything. But I needed the outline later too. Like later, I thought it's not looking good without the outline. You can see over here, it's very flat. So I took the output of this, which is the outline, added over here, something like this. Okay, and that's why I needed to connect this to the merge and text as well in the later parts also, so that I have this shiny border effect like this. Okay, so that is how I created the effect. Now with the help of wireless node, you can see it's merge 11. Okay, so this node, which contains all of it. Now comes the part of post-processing. In it, I have this wireless link and I added a glow. After this wireless link, you can see it's a very subtle effect, but you can see the changes. Then I have soft glow. Okay, and the soft glow settings are somewhat like this, glow somewhat like this, another soft glow, and this soft glow again settings somewhat like this. Then I added a background on it. and boom, it's looking super great. In this background, again, the type is set to gradient. I made this gradient type to square, and we have all the start and end values, and it's animated a bit, not a lot. You can see like it's just rotating, nothing else. And we have after that aperture diffraction, which is affecting only the chip because of the mask of this merge 10. Oh, okay, so we don't have it affecting the chip. We just have, wait, just a moment. I think yeah, so actually what is happening in this aperture diffraction is it is affecting the whole image instead of the outline, logo and text. If I were to remove it, you can see what the problem was. See, so that's why I took the output of merge 10 and masked out aperture diffraction. And here I just did apply mask inverted so that it doesn't affect the logo, text and outline. Instead, it should affect everything else. Then we have another soft glow just to, have that glowy, spready glowiness. That's it. Lastly, we are ending it with the smooth prism blur. And this is the final effect. Well, that's pretty much it. So I was telling you how I would make it in 2D. That's pretty simple actually. I'll just take all of it like this. Oops, sorry, not all of it. Control C. I'll just tell you how I would make this body in 2D, okay? Because everything else in 2D itself already. I'll just put it over here. It's nothing. It's just a map basically. So I just don't need to waste time in creating map. Okay, for you guys, I'll just add this displays. Connect this blur to the displays. In the displays, I'll do Control T to swap the inputs because in the main input, I need to add a background. Oops, let me just take it from the toolbar. If you don't have it, go to Fusion, check this show toolbar, you will have it. Then I'll just connect this rectangle to the background. And it's automatically squared, to be honest. In this background, I don't know what the size is. Okay, it's 1000 by 1000, same 1000 by 1000. Let me just do auto resolution and choose 1000 by 1000. Just like that. Boom. Now what's special? Special thing is in the background, if I go to color and instead of solid color, I'll just make it gradient. And again, just do the same thing. Put this one over here, this one over here. Actually, not as it is, but something like this. My auto proxy is on. That's why when I'm moving it, you can see it's blurred. And if I release my mouse, it's not blurred. It's clear. So it's because of the proxy, if you're wondering how it's happening. And then with the help of ping pong, what I would do is I would change the color to whatever the background color was. So in this fast noise, I'll just background 6. Is it background 6? Background 7. So what I'll do is I will go to first frame and publish it. Add a keyframe actually. It should publish it automatically. I don't know, I'm not sure. Maybe remove it and then do publish. Yeah, go to background 7. Right click, connect to fast noise value. Yeah, it's there, but we need to change some settings. Okay, then what we need to do is we need to go to this background 7 and there's a hell lot. Something like this should work. I'm not sure, but I think this much is enough. Right now, if I just change the offset, so it is very flat. Right, in shape also you can see it's too big, so we need to actually take it that far that the main input should be like this, just like this. Now if I okay, now space, by the way, I think I should put some quick. So space, I'll X, Y, and in expression, I'll to add an expression, I'll take plus, I'm going to do vibration. What does this mean? This means that the X fraction will have the same value as plus. I'll increase it to 1.1, so it will be 0, 0. Maybe I'll increase it more to 2, over here, 2. You can see it's picking it, but it's also changing the position of the X panel. So for that, I'll transform and then scale above it. I do something like this, and why it's changing its position, something like this. What I wanted basically, I just want the color to be warped. It's not, that is nothing else. To warp the color and be more these spreadings. Yeah, you can see it's now being manipulated a little bit. I want a bit of this over here and open this space. And now if I just do this, so obviously I change some settings because it's getting waves I wanted, but if you change the settings a bit, you'll be able to listen to the also. Alright, let's make it to, I think that's too much. Maybe 3.2 is too much. I should reduce it. It's getting warped, but no way being achieved. Alright, doesn't matter. Please figure it out. Thing is, I want it doesn't really right. So that is it, guys. Next tutorial will be on a subject which I think you guys will like. Maybe not, maybe yes. I don't know. Put your suggestions in the comments down below. I really need your help and support. So give this video a like if you like this and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you're new, join the Discord server, of course, because we have a good community over here. We have good people just like you, like-minded people. So you'll have a good chat and good conversation over there. Share it with your friends whom you wanted to see, and suggest some queries or the topics on which you want a tutorial in the comment section below. That's it. Having that said, see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye bye. Last thing, if you want this file, then the link is provided in the description below, so don't forget to check that too. Okay, see you. Bye bye. Peace out.